Rob, an incredible night.
Yeah, it's. I mean, the fact that we're in another, grand final is really special. And the last game at Headingley for the North Stand, the South Stand's gone, and for me and Danny to bow out here, and it hadn't really set in that I'm not going to play another game here. That's crazy, but real special night, Phil. I think you're great at your job, and me and Danny really appreciate it.
For that result and that game as well, the intensity, it was a fitting way to say goodbye to the stadium and the new era that's ahead of us.
Yeah, it'll be a big change, and after last night's game at Cass and Saints, it took some, it's going to be a big game to live up to sort of that, and I think it was, in different ways, and weren't quite the drama, but it was so intense, and any team could have went right to that last second, which. It's a great spectacle for our sport, and I don't think you get that in any sport. So, but an amazing night. Couldn't wish for it to go better. We've got a big game next week, and we'll enjoy this, but quickly, zoom into prepare for next week.
Was there a buzz around the lads after last night's game? Because everyone in the game was talking about it, and then you guys have to go out and play an 80 minutes. Did it feel like you had something to live up to?
Yeah, I did. I think I'm watching that game nervous, and obviously I didn't care who won in a way. It was the potential opponents for us, but I felt that So as soon as that game finished, it was like, right, we've got a big game on tomorrow, and I don't think I've ever really done that in my life. Watched the game and then thought about our game and was a bit nervous in that moment. So it probably in a way, we knew that intensity, and I think if that had been a boring game, then chances are it probably been boring, but you don't often get boring games in rugby league, do you? And obviously, the top 4 teams in this league put on a real show.
We talked in the week about the coincidence that your first game was against Hull here at Headingley, your last game at Headingley is against Hull, and you get to play against your hometown club.
Yeah.
In the grand final. It's strange how these things work.
Yeah, it's really weird, and I'm not sure if I believe in stuff like that, but how can you not when it happens like this? And we want to play the best team to win, and the best team happens to be Castleford from where I'm from. So, if you could write a last game for me and a venue, that would be Old Trafford in Cass. So, first and second, they've earned the right to be there. So, it's going to be a real big game, and we know we need to be better than any performance we've done this year to beat Cass.
And there's a great script there as well. Obviously, their first grand final. We've been to so many grand finals. It's a real sort of Hollywood script there.
Yeah. I do hope Hollywood get hold of this and do a movie about it. That'd be great. No, I mean it's right. It's right. And Castleford have earned the right to be there, and they've been fantastic all year, and rightfully deserve to be in the final. And we've been good without being brilliant, I think, this year. But we deserve to get there. So we need to raise the bar again. The intensity, believe it or not, when you think it can't get any more, it does. It lives for the grand final, and it kind of, probably people spoke about it, but it just flies by a grand final, which is strange. And we need to play from minute 1 to minute 80. You can't have any minutes off in grand finals, certainly against a team like Castleford.
Brian spoke emotionally after the game about the pride he has in you guys, and how you've answered your critics. How big of a part has he played in turning these things around?
You know what, I think last year was a real strange year for many ways, and I think the lads, probably getting in the top 4 would have been a positive after last year, but having turned it around and being in a grand final is brilliant, and I think that's the only way we can do it. And it means nothing if you don't go on and win it, but last year I had a massive emphasis on how we did this year, and you learn from that in ways of taking on the emotions, what you don't want to feel again. And no matter how old you are, me and Magsy, 35, and you still learn from it, and I certainly learned a lot last year how it felt, and I think that's driven you on that extra little bit this year.
Will you enjoy this week, or will you just be counting down the hours to kick off on Saturday?
No, I think you get to Wembley or you get to grand final. The whole week, the build-up's great, and it's just special and it's different. And what is unique about this is that it's the last week. This week could have been my last training session ever and the last game ever. But now it's done and dusted next week, and you hopefully want to go out on a high. So no, we'll come in Monday. It's not going to be a normal rainy, dark Monday morning. You'll come with a bit of a spring in your step, because that's the games you want to play. That's the games you do all the tough stuff in pre-season, and it'll be short and sharp next week, but the lads will be bouncing, and when you're happy like that, you generally train well, and we'll need to train well going into the game.